What's up, my guys? I had a friend call me this weekend, and he was like, he thinks his girl's cheating on him. And I was like, okay, now what? He goes, yeah, he wants to confront her, and he asked me how to go about it. I'm like, what is the point of the confrontation? And he goes, well, I want to find out the truth. Is that how that works? Do you ask people questions and they just tell you the truth? Like, especially hard questions. Have you ever seen anyone say, oh, are you cheating on me? And the person say, yes, I am cheating on you. Right? Exactly. No, people lie, right? That's the point. And the base premise of asking questions is that you get the truth. But unfortunately, people are liars and they tend to lie a lot. So asking questions doesn't make any sense to me. What I prefer to do when it comes to situations is come up with my own conclusion. So basically, if I was him, right? The second I feel that something is off, guess what? Something is off. I don't look for any more evidence. I don't look around searching for, pieces to puzzle that doesn't exist. I believe once I feel something in here is off, then it means it's off. Because it means she's doing something that is giving me doubt about what is going on. And people that are loyal, people that are truthful, they don't give you doubt. That is my personal view of things. So the second I feel like something's off, guess what? Something is off. And luckily for me, we're not in court. Luckily, I have free will and we're not in court, which means I am the judge, jury, and executioner. Which means the second I think something is off, and it's time to break up. So a lot of people always be like, no, you can't just break up with her without any evidence. Why not? What is stopping me from leaving a girl that I think is doing something that she's not supposed to be doing without evidence? I don't need to go to a higher authority. I am the authority. I can just tell her I'm done and that's it, right? And the reason I think this is the better way to act on these things is because if I think let's say I think she's doing it wrong, right? Either she is doing it or she isn't doing it right, obviously. Well, if she is doing it, I was right to leave her. But if she isn't doing it, right, the fact that I think she could do it should still make me leave her because it means I don't trust her. And if I don't trust her, that means there's no point in being here anyway. So no matter how I slice it, the right thing to do is to break up. Because there's nothing else to do in a situation where I don't trust the person. I told him, instead of confronting this girl for no reason and asking questions that you're not going to get answers to, it is just time to tell her to kick rocks. And this is my point. Asking questions is generally speaking overrated. Not just in like personal relationships, but also like in real life anyway. Like most times when you ask questions, people will lie, and people lie a lot. So instead of going around asking pointless ass questions to people that they're gonna lie about anyway, I'd rather look at what does a person want? Like what's the person's actual objective? Right? And once I can figure out that part, then I just assume they will always act in the best interest of their objective. I don't have to worry about any more questions because I can just assume that no matter what happens, they will always act in the best interest in the pursuit of that objective. So, for example, let's just say you work for a company, right? What is a company's goal, right? It's to be profitable, which means lowering cost or increasing revenue. All a company does, right? It's just lower cost, lower expenses, increase revenue. That's all companies do, right? So now, if I want to get more money from that company, right? I can just say, hey, please pay me more money, or why not pay me more money? Because that is not how it works. I need to figure out how I can make the company more money or how I can save them more money. That's the only way I can be a value add to this firm. And I have a basis to request them or demand them to pay me more money, right? Anything else is just delusional thinking. Like they're not going to give me money because I ask for nicely or because I'm such a great guy. It's because I'm adding value. And to a company, a value is only going to be in the case of increasing revenue, adding revenue to the company, or decreasing the expenses. That's only two ways, right? So question asking is a pointless endeavor largely because people will always act in the best interest. And if their best interest at the time is to lie to you about their best interest, to conceal the fact that they're trying to backdoor you eventually, right? Then you asking them is not going to reveal the truth. It's going to make them lie to you more. So I'd rather not even ask the question and just try to figure out first, what is that person's objective? What do they actually want to achieve? And then I can assume no matter what happens, they will always act in the best interest of that objective. That way I can skip the pointless activity of asking questions for no reason and just always figure out and always come to a conclusion that is reasonable. That's what I personally do. That's it for the video, honestly, because this is a quick one. Like always, man, like, share, comment, subscribe. And that's it for the video, guys. Flex check. Actually, I like flex up actually. I was talking to my sister. She was like, flex up actually sounds better than flex check. So maybe going back to flex up. I don't know. Flex up, flex check, flex up. Yeah, we will flex a little bit. Alright. Stay for the video, my boys. Alright.